Now, Mozambique is due to hold elections on the 9th of October, but the campaigns, which officially opened this week for the race to replace President Filipe Nyusi, are turning into a contest of whose words promise a better future. And more than 17 million voters are registered to vote in the October 9 general election, including more than 300,000 people registered abroad. Daniel Chapo is running for the ruling Frelimo party, which is essentially backed by the government, while Osufo Momade is the main opposition Renamo's candidate. Lutero Simango represents the MDM, and Venancio Monlane is running as an independent candidate. Now, at least 37 political parties and associative movements are contesting for seats, but only 4 candidates seek the presidency. Now, to join me discuss this, we're now joined by political analyst Glecio Massango, who joins us from Maputo, Mozambique. Thank you so much, Glecio, for joining us.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Now, on the current development, how do you assess the preparedness of the elections? How are the political parties positioning themselves differently this election cycle compared to the previous ones that we've seen?
All right. Thank you very much. I think in terms of preparedness, these elections, there are some challenges from all political actors, including political parties and also electoral management bodies. We have an issue regarding the access to finances. The electoral management bodies have been complaining about the lack of financial resources. 2 weeks ago, they stated that they had a deficit of around 68% of their budget they had planned to organize these elections, which means we could face some challenges in terms of in the voting days. However, it's mandatory that these management bodies do manage to organize elections. And this has also affected the political parties in the sense that the law predicts that the electoral management bodies should provide some funding to political parties so that they can use for political campaign. However, there have been some delays in this process. That's why the 21 days before electoral campaign that is predicted in the electoral legislation has not been fulfilled since there have been some delays.
Okay, Glecio, apologies. Let me quickly chip this question in, since you're talking about campaign. In what ways do you think that the current president's legacy will influence the campaigns of the candidates running to replace him?
Yeah, actually, in terms of the campaign from different political parties, we have Frelimo and Chapo, Daniel Chapo, who is from the ruling party. So, in terms of the policies, in terms of ideas that he's trying to bring, is almost more like the same as the previous or the current president. And since the current president is his party's president as well. So in terms of what he brings, we don't expect, and they don't bring too much in terms of change. There are some few innovations that they are trying to bring, but analyzing all in terms of the content of what different political parties have been bringing, in general, from the 38 political parties that are running for 37 political parties that are running for these elections, we could highlight the fact that almost all of them do mention some privacies from people's some things that people do like employment, education, health system, about this kind of issues, infrastructures, which is things that have been affecting people on daily basis in terms of access, for example, to electricity, to access to water. This kind of things, they all are promising that if they are elected, they will bring this kind of services to the citizens.
Right.
However, there is an international context which we think should also be considered during this electoral campaign, which is not being considered, regarding the fact that our state budget has ever since been dependent.
All right,
on the
Glecio.
foreign.
Apologies, I'm so sorry for interrupting you, but that's the much that we can take at this hour. But thank you so much, Political Analyst Glecio Massango, joining us from Maputo, Mozambique. Thank you for sharing your thoughts. And of course, once again, we're going to see how the election turns out and how the campaign will be influenced by the current administration. Thank you for joining.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.